So side impact bars can often be a pain if they're right in the way of the dent you're trying to work, but with the right tooling they can also be a blessing. So let's take a closer look. So as we zoom in, we can take a closer look at this impact bar, and of course it runs across the width of the door, so it's bonded and tucks right into the inner edge of the door frame here, and moving across to the other side, middle of the door, and then across the other side you can see where it tucks into that door frame. And as you'll know, if you've been trying to get your standard sort of door bar in, so one of these hockey stick bars, you're coming across getting against the glue and just not being able to get the tip of the tool down to where you need to. So what we can do is switch to a glue cutting tool. And just here you can see we're just trying to press into the glue and just trying to cut into it enough to allow us to get a tool in. And an alternative glue cutting tool is this serrated edge one. So again, similar principle, getting behind, but you can just use those serrated edges to cut through the glue. So we can switch to a flag type tool, and that might just give you better access than the traditional kind of hockey stick bars, just to be able to get in there where you've made that cut and then using the impact bar for leverage. But don't forget, you can also just flip around the tool to come in at a different angle. And also worth trying the whale tails. So like this one from Dentcraft, you can just get straight in there and then you're able to use that same left and right motion using the impact bar as your leverage point. So side impact bars can be a bit of a pain depending on where they are and where the dent is, but a lot of the times you can use them to your advantage as well in terms of being able to gain some leverage. So I will attempt to draw a bad outline of a door. So this being the internal door panel with the cover off, you usually have a side impact bar that runs through the middle. Now of course the candles will be in different angles, but quite often you'll have a bead of sealer that kind of runs through the middle consistently, and it's a case of having to kind of get in and cut through the glue to be able to give you access to dents behind there. And other times you will see that the bars can just have adhesive in set areas. So it could just be a case that there's like 4 or 5 separate little blobs of adhesive that's holding that impact bar to the skin. In which case you may not be able to come down directly in there without cutting through the glue, but with like a hook bar or flag tool, you're able to potentially either come in with a hook underneath or a flag tool that's able to get you at a slight angle like that. So definitely worth, if you're coming up against glue in an impact bar, just switch around a couple of different tools and just double check if you can get access in kind of either side of the adhesive on the bonding. But if not, apply a bit of heat if it's a bit stubborn, and you'll find it softens it up enough that you can get your glue cutting tool in. But also with those impact bars, you're able to create a certain amount of leverage when you can get in there. So I'll have a quick look at an example. So use this for my example, this being the impact bar running through there. If you're able to get in at least enough, you can drop that corner of the tool down. You're able to use the bar itself as leverage. So from that side it would look a bit like that. You're able just to kind of lever off the bar and start working out your dents. Equally, if depending on where your dent is, coming in at this angle with the bar, you're able to get in there and then again just lever off that kind of edge of the bar. So sometimes they can be a bit of a blessing in terms of giving you a leverage point right next to the dent. So not always a bad thing having the impact bar in the way of your damage. And that's it for today's video, just a short video identifying impact bars and kind of the adhesive behind the different tools, techniques, and offering the advantages that can be there in terms of getting leverage as well. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, you can give it the thumbs up if you have, and don't forget you can subscribe to our channel, stay up to date with all the latest updates that we do, and hit the little bell icon, and that will give you a notification every time we release a new video. So I'm Tom with Learn PDR Online. Thank you for watching.